Silo Dimba with Nzuz'Enhle Mkhabela
Hello.
Why you say it like that?
because I am still in work mode and
Nzuz'Enhle Mkhabela.
Hi.
How's it?
we finally got Zisto here.
Yes.
Feeling.
Bottle and pizza together in here.
And weeks of asking.
And weeks and
I'm
weeks.
a busy girl.
I mean, I'm surprised we even got you with your new promotion.
Yeah,
You know, I always make time for y'all. Every now and then, we just upu. Just check coast side, no. But you do know that.
Now,
Whatever. How you doing?
Chappy,
Yeah.
I think it was ICC for me.
Oh, yeah.
Getting the
Challenges.
Kenyan bag.
The Kenyan
Yeah,
bag.
big.
Hey.
Yeah, so I'm excited. I fumbled a little bit, but
Zisto's actually our business partner.
I fumbled a little bit.
Our occasional business partner.
Sure.
She sports some of the stuff. It's all her money.
Of course.
Yeah, well,
That's right. That is right.
I mean, like this cable.
Yeah, because
Where's that other mic? I want that mic. I need it. It's like, can you loan me the mic?
Pumeo.
Since we were saying shit.
Catch it right.
What's up?
Yeah, I mean, we work closely with Zisto and Hope. How's Hope? We haven't
Hope is
seen her.
great.
We love you, Hope. Come to our podcast, Hope.
Peace and love. Yeah, the other day. Oh, peace, Hope. Hope is
Hope,
busy.
Hope. One thing we're creating content with Hope. Next thing, Hope disappears for 2 weeks and becomes a movie star.
Yeah.
Like 2 movies back to back. What
Yeah.
the
Like,
fuck?
when
Hope?
did you? Why didn't you? She's like that. She moves
Yeah,
in
she's like-
silence, like lasagna.
You look, cause I'm about fam chuch. I'm calling her out.
You really think?
No.
she
I
doesn't.
just, I just wanted to say fam chuch.
No,
because
she's.
I just wanted
But
to-
you might go so fam juju. They just do that. They just.
No. I just wanted to call Hope a fam chuch
why?
because publicly. 'Cause
Why?
It's my thing. It's our personal joke with her. I'm doing it publicly.
She's like, Sita's so mean to me. Are you sure she's?
I always tell her I'm mean to everybody.
Yeah.
She mustn't feel special.
Wow. No, she's good though. She's good. She's doing her thing. She is busy.
She's
Sure.
fucking busy.
So she's good.
Fucking, we love to see it, Hope.
I'll tell her.
We
you
just
guys
hope
said
you
what's
buy
up.
us food when you come to Durban in your spare time. Thank you very much.
Him collected jackets, man. So
That's your own personal. That's your
Jacket
own
Chan,
personal.
she left a jacket at the radio thing. So like it's been with me since.
Oh, do you like-
Aw, you-
No, actually it was
Oh,
with
okay.
Tiny, and then Tiny just gave it back to me, and I'm glad.
She doesn't need it. She's a celebrity.
No,
Donate it.
She.
No,
I say donate
we'll
it.
auction it off.
Wow, you guys.
I mean, that's not a bad.
We'll give proceeds
Yeah.
to charity. Some proceeds.
Yeah.
to charity.
Barely, we could literally use her Instagram page as like the advertising for the auction.
Wow. Hope they're trying to. Girl, you better get your jacket. Because these motherfuckers. Anyway.
Otherwise, did you work out today? You're
Of
like
course,
heavy, like workout vibes.
Not all the time, but I think it's important to just keep your mind right
It's
and your
important
body
to
right.
shoot when you do workouts.
Of course, because
Why
you know,
do you?
because you know what it is. For me, I used to just take eat home, you know, because I want to see the difference in my agility. It really was about that initially, and then along came Instagram. I'm like, hey, I can use this as content, you know.
So you were gymming before Instagram? is what you
Yeah, I've been gymming when I couldn't muscle and fitness. You understand?
Yeah, I
said?
do.
Or the age?
No, I was just angzanga.
Right?
Yeah, well, I'm 35. I ain't ashamed of that.
Oh, cougars in the house.
I ain't ashamed of that.
Certified confirmation. She's
certified.
35.
So let me tell you about my fitness
35.
journey.
Going once, going twice.
I just
35.
didn't listen. Oh wow.
You're disgusting.
Being an asshole.
I can't.
You ruining it.
Back to me. So I just didn't have a trainer. And I think when you
Sure.
don't know how you're doing what you're doing, you will do it forever and not get anywhere. So as soon as I had a trainer, everything was like, okay, I actually like
Who's the
this.
tra-
You
who's your
actually have
trainer?
one.
Some guy called Brian.
And when
Is he
did you
good?
start? Except as a nine.
About a year now.
Okay.
Ukraine.
So before this time, you've just been doing it by yourself.
No, I had another trainer. But then he became a friend of mine. But then he became a little bitch ass. And I was like,
I'm stronger than you. Got my abs than you.
I was like, nah, you gotta go. It's time. Thanks, you were good. for
You know what?
Bye.
Yeah.
As a mechanic, ne, you can have a shit car.
Yeah.
As a chef, you can eat like basic food.
Yeah. Like
But as
lard.
a fitness instructor, dog, you cannot be fat.
You guys would never
You
What?
cannot be
be
fat.
fitness instructors.
Me.
No,
I could
Us,
be a
what
fitness
you mean, I
No,
can't be a
just because you
fitness instructor?
bicycle doesn't mean that you can be a fitness
Yeah,
instructor.
so Zusha is
and do
spinning cars.
yoga.
Nigga, give me 6 months, dog.
Put some hands. Your arms are bigger. What's going on? What's
He's a
happening?
dad now. He's
Oh, dad
channeling
bod.
his
trying to
dad
get
bod.
into, yeah, I'm trying to move into the dad bod. Mind you, go see. Is
Is it popularly known that you're a mother?
Yeah, well, I think so.
How
It's
many
not like I
kids?
hide it. No, just one.
How old? Tell them how old.
14.
Yes.
Yes.
Bean
Bean a
at the
mom.
game.
Bean.
Yeah. Being at the game, bro. So 21, I had her. So
21.
yeah.
You had a 21. Jesus fucking Christ.
How's that?
I think it helped me to slow the fuck down, which is
You
good.
slowed down.
Okay, so you think like you're going.
No, I was just like, when you're just young.
We're gonna burn out at like
young
25.
vibes.
Like,
Not, I don't know what I'm saying to you. Is it made me like, okay, wait, whoa, shit, I can't be doing this shit no more. Goddamn, because I have something to take care of, and it was just me. So
So were you working at the time?
I was working, yeah.
Where were you working?
I was working at Rand Merchant Bank in Joburg.
Oh, you were in Joburg when this happened.
so you caught it in.
You caught the bug in Joburg. What were you doing at Rhythm Management? Were you a teller?
I was a receptionist, and then I worked my way up to be a data capturer, and then I worked my way up to be a copywriter.
Fine shit. And then that's when the media bug kind of bit you. And then yakushaya umhlaba wabuyela eThekwini.
No, it was a matter of, okay, center yourself. Because you have access of everything. And you're not keeping the main thing.
Because you can't discipline yourself.
Because
mean,
it takes
so
it takes
much,
a while, guys. Nobody.
No. I'm completely judging you here.
Yeah, it's fine.
So, I'm joking.
I don't mind. I don't care about you. You ain't Jesus. Judge away, bitch. I have no problems with that,
Sure.
But it was just like, no, there's just too much happening. There's just too much of everything.
Too much input.
And my kid was in Durban. I was like, no,
Oh,
guys. I had to.
In Mag, so when you were in Joburg Valley, we were there for work. We were studying there, and then you went to
I
work.
studied here, and then I went there.
Where'd you study? You studied go.
DUT.
Wafunda ndi mina ngithi wisdom.
Ah,
He always says this. He always says this.
true, man.
It's true, but it's like
Yeah, right. Not just a pretty face journalism. So not just a pretty face.
oh wow. So actually
That's how I got to be a copywriter
And
because
that's
that's
how
my thing.
That's how you got to be on radio. You actually are a fucking
That's what I'm
journalist.
saying.
Okay.
Heck.
You know, I honestly thought
That's a Beyonce, not Beyonce.
No, I just thought
Bonang,
that you studied
vibes.
You studied a Bonang, studied the vibes. You can't
Because I studied a bonang. What does that mean?
Real talk,
No,
real talk, real talk, real talk.
like most presenters.
crazy.
Well, not most presenters, but let's say if you're up and coming and you're presenting and you've seen the success that Bonang has had, you sort of model yourself around that,
It's like on radio when you know that certain songs sound the same, It's the same thing. It's like certain presenters sound like Bonang.
And initially, I think I used to hear that, and I was like, it's because we have a deeper voice.
No, but that's literally just because you have a deeper voice. Where
That's what I'm saying. Jay.
other people speak like this.
a-
Hi, now welcome to. It's like how you don't,
But my thing with stuff like that is like, people will emulate before they find
They
their
find
own
their
path.
voice. Yeah.
That's just how it is. That's
But
just
no,
how
no,
it
no.
is,
A whole bunch of people never stop emulating or imitating.
Well, of course, that's what
Imitating.
separates the ordinary from the
market is
extraordinary.
supposed to sift through those people.
But that's when you find your lane, then a lot of people don't find their lane because they're trying to be in everybody else's lane. And they care who says what. It's okay. Everybody's going to have an opinion about you. Everybody going to be saying some shit about you, good, bad. Don't let that shit
How do you
get
handle that? This is a fair show of people talking shit about you.
Well, I don't even. Funny enough, I
How?
don't see people
What do
talking
they say
shit
about
me.
Zisto?
I mean, Zisto's the type of person who's out there irritating people.
Which I don't know. So I don't.
And it's not like I
Because you talk shit about me. That's why.
no, it's not like I took shit from a personal experience.
Okay.
Yeah.
People are gonna say stuff that they don't know about you. I'm
Okay.
saying that you attract hate because you're in the public.
Okay, so what
do you
shit
deal
do
with
you talk about Zisto that you
Yeah.
know?
First of all, let's get in that.
Kukile, get out the game, dog.
And they keep saying this to me.
But when
Yeah, you
wanna-
keep saying this to me. I'm
You
like,
go
no, but
down.
like,
You gotta
I'm like,
make-
listen. See, it would be different if you were like, okay, get in the game, and then now get. Also forget clean and it's not even the end. Nah,
exactly.
babes,
Now we are
nah,
just affected.
babe.
Achilles heel. You got a tear in the knee. You got a strapped arm. Cuz.
Nah,
As you're hopping.
All I'm saying, Zisto, is that like you need. I think you need love, and that's just me.
I do have a lot of love, babe.
No. I think you need a man to bag you up and treat
No, I
you
don't
like
need.
the
Oh my guys,
princess you
let
deserve.
me tell you something.
Yeah.
Just watch and stop having an opinion. No. Opinion is cool. It's nice to talk about your opinion and your opinion. It's cool. I appreciate the fact that you talk about it.
Can we talk as friends now? Now when you say opinions, you're not listening to us.
No, listen to this. Listen to this.
Yeah.
How long have you guys been wanting me to come here?
For like 6 months.
And why?
Because you're my friend.
I'm saying why did you want me to come here?
Because you're my friend.
No. The real reason.
Oh, God.
Because content. Why?
Because you're a brand.
No, not because I'm a brand.
What? Because you're how Zisto, how vibe. What do you mean?
What do you mean? What do you mean? Do you want us to talk about why?
Look. If you weren't on radio, and we just did this social media stuff, and we just did the deep access stuff and whatever, and we were doing this podcast now, you'd still definitely be somebody we'd call up and say, come through to the.
Because you got the vibes. The vibes and the brand and the personality.
What? Get off the field vibes.
Yeah, with the straps,
So how is he still doing it? Straps. It's Jesus, baby. It's God, honey.
Oh my God.
Stay prayed up. You know what I'm saying? He'll take you beyond your wildest dreams.
I feel like it's gym.
It's everything. It really is a mindset for me.
Cook.
I mean, dude, now you're older than you were, Izol. You're going to be older than...
I'm 31, Zisto.
No,
you met me as a young baby.
No, I didn't meet you as a young baby.
But
I
you
was
also
like
think,
23 when you met me.
But you also think like the shape of the market has changed in terms of like...
I don't think the shape of the market has changed. I think we just have new words for the same things. I think the game's always been the same. I think now we know that younger girls are actually more eager than we thought they were.
But I guess
I think we know now there's bullying in schools. There's definitely bullying in schools.
Yeah,
these are
like
things
if
that
you
have
know
always
for sure.
happened.
Okay,
There's
sure,
always
okay.
been.
I want to go back to the age thing, because it's very interesting to me how it's always a conversation of discussion. You always see it on Twitter, or you always see it. I've never actually had it with someone. No, listen.
Yeah.
So why do men, in particular, feel that they can put an expiry date on a female? One, don't tell me about society and whatnot. Why when as an undot and why when as an daughter personally, unless you guys have the same reason. Number one. And number two,
Expiry date in January.
but
we
we
say,
must
Gucci,
get off the
out
field.
Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
well, I know. I got an answer. So one, when we say it to you, it's really just because you're like the oldest person, or the person in that generation we can make these jokes about that we actually hang out with.
Yeah.
That's one.
Yeah.
Fine. You're like, Jesus fucking Christ, how long have you? Because we go partying with you.
I know.
And like, there's people that we just met and are like super business people. And we're like, we're trying to meet this person. And they say, oh, stunk. Hey. Yeah, well, it's like, and I'm like, fuck. How long has this been around? Because it's just like,
That's an interesting question, actually.
Yeah.
and it's not even on some like, it's just like, and Footy, you're really good at partying, so it's not like you're elite party person. Like you're not like some riffraff. You get there, you know how to have a good time. So it's like the jokes stem from just that one, and then two, to just irritate you because we know we just like.
The thing is, I'm not irritated. I'm actually very intrigued because you know why?
Tell you why.
Well, no, we do it to irritate you. If you're not irritated, then we're failing. Well, I'm
Because
failing.
imagine guys, if I was your age, how much value would we add in each other's lives? Zero. No, guys, you probably want to fuck me or something.
No.
Not that you don't. But like,
We're like the 10%
no, but I'm just saying.
of the
no,
men
I'm
population
saying. I'm
that
saying
doesn't
if.
fuck everything.
Okay, I know. Well, okay,
Yeah.
still low. Anyway, okay, it's cool. We're not talking about that, but I'm just saying is a younger woman just.
Okay, but you, what you do is a compliments
To
your actual work,
yeah.
right?
Okay.
So it's not like you are having like an office job and then
I quit my
you
office job.
like 100%. But I'm saying if you're in the office job and then you're still trying to compete with like your reasoning for going out is different to a person who
That just had the
who
job for a
has
year.
it as an outlet.
Okay.
Yeah, but when going out is your outlet in terms of like it's just
That's your life.
but it's also like an escape away from
Real
your-
problem.
like your real
So
life.
it's-
You go to in. So going out for you is different. Where it's like yes, okay, there's the actual nice going out part, but
Guess events.
khona lokhu kusebenza, khona lokhu ini, but there's other things in your life that propel you to be out as opposed to in yabo whatnot. Umunye mhlambe uyojol yabo in and if uyojol yabo at 40, 50.
We all have views.
I'm just
we all
saying.
have views with different views.
It's this age thing, like that I'm trying to find
The
because
age thing is an age old thing,
But
though.
also-
no, but the
also-
thing
but
is, this
also
was
the
an
age thing would
age-old
depend
thing.
in
It doesn't mean
terms
it's
of where.
okay.
Like
It's
age
not
thing will
okay.
also depend where.
That's what I'm
It's
saying.
completely not okay. I don't go
It's
around asking
ridiculous.
women that.
But age thing would depend where. Like we're not going to Spur. You're not going to Spur and you're saying, dog, why are 50-year-old people at Spur? They should be at Spur, dog.
No, because
Like they
that's
should
no,
be
that's,
at
that,
Spur.
that's
Because
not
that's
the
the same
same. No,
thing, like
that
that-
analogy is not correct. Because
What
that's-
do you mean?
because
It
that's-
is,
no,
it is.
because at Spur there's food and there's kids. They could be there with their grandkids.
There's
So
alcohol
saying,
and a
and
club.
there's-
no,
Kids don't just go
no,
to Spur
that's
alone.
not the right analogy.
You
That's
don't
not the
have
right thing to
6-year-olds just going to Spur alone. Those niggas got parents and grandparents.
Exactly. That's why the grandparents are there. That's why you don't. That's
Exactly.
why I'm like, oh, I go to why is a 50-year-old at Spur?
100%.
Yeah.
Man, a 50-year-old at a skr. A 50-year-old
I
got
will
nasty.
smell dead, dude.
Ah,
You know,
boo.
guys, let's
No,
stop
udeti phela as a mission.
Oh.
The mission.
Look,
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 I
I
get
see,
that.
What
I
is
get
your
time
cash?
for
What's
you.
there for you at Nasty C?
I see,
Yeah.
I see 70-year-olds at festivals, and I'm like, how the fuck did they have lives and kids and are still partying at 70? So it's like, it's weird. It's not as it's weird. It's just
because
that they're the
y'all have been
minority of the people here.
indoctrinated.
Huh?
Y'all been indoctrinated, and it's okay.
No, I was indoctrinated, and it's fine.
Yeah,
I
that's
know
what
I
I'm
was
saying. It's okay,
indoctrinated.
and that's what a lot of people fail to realize when having these sort of discussions about anything. No, about societal norms. Who set them? You adopted them, and then you make them
100%,
you make them true for you because
Yes,
of whatever.
yes, yes.
So they are yours, and that's okay. But other people don't have the same as yours, and that's okay too. So
100%.
Two things
the
can
same
it doesn't
way-
make
but-
sense. Sure,
but
somebody
wait,
else now I'm at the club, but
but
I'm
can
I'll
you
chill
also-
with granny, grandpa.
yeah,
you
Ukoko,
know?
if it's Ukoko, it's a clap in.
You know what I'm
showcase,
saying?
in.
It wouldn't be
she's
something
on
that I would
radio.
want for my
for your what?
She's on
for my
radio.
granny because now I've been
Exactly, so you
indoctrinated.
can be like,
Yeah.
Ukoko,
But
why
if
you-
I say no,
why
but,
don't you groove with
but
the
if I
Ukoko?
see you go, R.I.P. to her.
All right,
Everybody was talking about her, but she was living. Guys, y'all tiring with this thing, bro.
What you mean?
And
People
You
and
just said
myself
you wouldn't groove
too.
with your granny.
Myself too, you know, and it's tiring for me to know.
so
what's
you're a
it-
hypocrite.
I'm just
Are you
conflicted.
accepting that you're
Why are you
human?
conflicted?
I'm conflicted because ngiyazi ukuthi si-indoctrinated and faith ngiyazi ukuthi khona izinto vele that we've accepted.
But wait.
But when other people do them, they're not harming anyone.
I
They
get
ain't,
you, I
they ain't
get
doing nothing wrong to
I get you.
nobody. And we're like,
But no one's saying don't do it.
Yeah.
But no
no,
one's saying like,
but
don't
think about
be there.
judgy pay.
You are sanya, you are sanya. Like we don't have eyes, you are
Yeah,
sanya.
yeah. That you
guys.
see that the
I
pro-
don't like judging people.
No, no.
no.
The problem is you can't be accept when somebody comes and because I get what you're saying. You're coming from
Yeah.
somebody telling you, hey, the way you're living your life is wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nobody can actually walk up to you and say that. Anybody that does is a fucking idiot.
How
Jabba.
does that make you feel when somebody says that?
Nobody said, well, except for y'all, nobody says that to me.
No, we never
For
said that
us.
to you. We just it's bonelo. How
Also,
we
you can't
love your
compare
life.
yourself to other.
Yeah, but and also I can't compare others to you guys because you guys are crazy. So, y'all.
But how do you feel though? Like when somebody says that?
And says what I'm living. No.
Yeah, like don't. Like come on, cuz. Like you can't.
Dude,
be
I
doing that.
just don't. I'm like, okay, why not? Unless it's somebody that like a friend of mine, and I'm doing something to embarrass them in particular.
Yeah.
But if you're not,
Ginabo.
no,
If I'm not,
but
no.
if you're not, so you enjoying that thing supersedes whatever vision whatever image they have of you.
But if I don't know them, I don't care what image they have of me per se. You know what I mean? Because
Sure. No, I'm just saying, just even your friend. Like within this example,
Yeah.
you're not embarrassing them, like you're not doing.
But if
anything.
they are like, dude, you're embarrassing me, you know, then obviously like like getting drunk or something like that, but not
Were you
rocking
were
up.
you also
rocking
now
up with,
judging yourself?
Rocking up with nipples, nipple. See, that's out of order because I'm like, oh, I thought it was a party. Just I wouldn't do that, but I'm just saying, am I saying
But if you did that, you'd be
my
like-
man is here. Don't wear something. You know what I'm saying? Then you. But if I'm going to a place and it's like, okay, I wouldn't have nipple piercing, whatever. But
It's bonnet.
exactly something that is like, woo. If my friend is like, friend, we're going to a dinner, don't do that, don't wear like that. Then I'm like, okay, sure, friend. But if we're going to the club, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It's
so if you're going to-
You have your own
situational.
club rules and they're not the same as
Exactly,
anybody
and the
else.
thing is, I just don't care what people think because people don't even think highly of themselves, B. And me, now I must care what they think about me, and I'm doing my thing, homie.
So then why do
You
you
know?
care what they think?
I don't.
No, so why does it matter then?
It doesn't matter. And that's what I'm saying. It's going back to the being judgmental thing where
No, I'm
people are
saying
going to say things and say, how a 70-year-old.
No,
Yeah, but you're
people
gonna
can
judge. You
but
have to
people can-
judge.
Like when you see something like
Yeah, we were
if
talking
you
about
saw
somebody said that
Rukoko-
if somebody comes up to Gogo and says, I ain't get Gogo,
Yeah.
I feel bad for Gogo, you know what I'm saying? Because she's
No,
doing her
because
thing.
now you're gonna be like, oh, Coco, why you?
Yeah, but I wouldn't go to her.
I know, but you'd also be like, oh, Coco, why you?
Oh, maybe I just like, I said, hey, Gogo,
Nah,
Gogo,
man,
Gogo,
you'd be like, how
oh,
Gogo
dude,
is.
like, I'm just, it's Gogo, Gogo. Hi, Gogo. Oh,
I'm saying,
Basugulu.
what
You
I'm
know?
saying though is that like,
Getting groovy with
but how
Gogo.
people feel about whatever you do is like I can't help how people feel about whatever I do.
Yeah.
Can't help it, right?
Exactly, that's what I'm
So
saying.
whatever I do has to, like, but I don't want them not to have a say or to like. It's just like. It's how I take that. It's like I don't care what they have a say. It's like what
Okay.
they have a say. It doesn't matter what they have a say.
They're gonna have a
The
say.
Yeah, but right. So-
It's really I always tell people it's like fuck, why, how has somebody made you feel like this from the outside? Are they remote control?
Yeah.
How shoots when we receive, we'll receive
And that's what I'm saying. And that's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying.
But and the Fuzi, sorry, excuse me, cut you off. Just to add, Uzi, we also say it because fuck, we know your perspective of life. We know that at the end of the day, you're not gonna go home and cry about it. You know, because
when we say
when I make 35-year-old jokes
Yeah.
about you, I say it because I know you're not gonna go home and cry about it.
Of course,
Like,
why would I do that?
No, like we move in the world and we have to be super conscious of who we're dealing with on a case-to-case basis. If there's 5 people in a room, you really have to be understanding. I can speak in a room and know that that person's not following because now they're starting to grab their phone.
But also, you wouldn't say something untoward in a room full of people you don't know. You're only saying this to me, I'm hoping, because you know.
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying.
And like I don't walk around asking girls their ages
Exactly.
and telling them that they're too
Because
old
people
to
are
do
sensitive
things.
about the shit. Yeah, because they.
That's what I'm exactly trying to say. So it's also a bit of an intimacy of relationship thing where you can. For me, if you walk into a room and you don't know me, you're gonna know I'm a dick.
Yeah, I was about to say who to you, cause like.
So if
like-
you're offended after having 3 days worth of interactions with me, that's on you.
Yeah.
Because my actions are not really dickish. It's just my words.
So you're saying the person must just kind of just.
Yes, that's the way
Give
I
you the
see life.
leeway.
I have a right to say this, and if you want to fight me with it, come, let's fight.
Okay.
And I'll fight with words as opposed to anything else. Yeah,
Also,
well,
it's also like how much space can someone take in a room, right? Because there's the physical space. Unless I'm physically like preventing you from doing something, saying something, whatnot.
Yeah.
I understand that. But if you have an idea of something, and somehow like it restricts me from expressing my idea of something,
Yeah.
within that room you have more space within that room.
Okay, because somebody's not saying anything
Yeah,
anymore.
because I'm not saying anything.
So now people,
it's like,
yeah. So, your opinion is bigger now.
yeah. So it's like so for me it's like
You're always taking up the space in the room.
yeah. So for me it's like I should be able to say whatever I want to say.
I
in the
feel
room.
you, I feel you.
But,
Yeah.
And then because I'm not infringing on you in any way, right? In any, I'm not holding you. I'm not whatnot. I'm not saying don't breathe, don't be here,
Yeah.
don't what. My opinion and how I see things. I'm not even treating you in like a shitty way. I'm not looking down. I'm not swearing
it
at you.
has
I'm
nothing
not.
to do with you,
I
yeah.
just have an opinion of something, right? My opinion, your opinion as my opinion can't take more space in the room.
But the thing is, opinions are fine when it's about like a thing, but when you're talking about men, or if I'm talking about, you know what I mean, something.
Nah,
then
opinions
it's like,
overall.
that's
opinions overall.
opinion
That's
because
an opinion.
essentially when you get to that, because I'm saying a man should be this and I'm saying a man should be that.
Exactly.
So
That's what Kachana is what I'm saying.
exactly is because I think my opinion holds. I
Exactly.
know more people in the world that hold my opinion than hold your opinion, is what you're saying.
Or I could be saying, I don't really value your opinion, and people value my opinion more. So you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. essentially
Yeah, but
the
also
same.
it's like if you're talking about me, why should my opinion matter
Exactly.
if it's coming from somewhere else? as
But the
opposed
thing
to
is, that's what I'm
opinion
saying.
about myself?
Whenever anything is personal, Pela, or if it's a general thing about a general topic, you know, then people's opinions are cool. But then you see it on these socials, you know, when people go back and forth over opinion, umuntu ebambelele into that they hold on to. It's like, but babe, it's just.
Speaking about opinion,
And also, opinion should also. I mean, I always have an open mind about opinions because I want to hear you and then like, oh, I didn't think about that. I didn't want that. Hi, mina anxiety. No, it's like as in the show everything and I really needed to hear that.
You
That's
should
what an
listen
opinion
to
is.
everybody and
Exactly.
think what's for you. If
That's what
there's
an opinion
nothing, there's
should-
nothing. But you should listen to everybody. everybody you
Kodwa
hate
ungayisho in
on,
an
like,
offensive way about the content
no,
of
fuck
offense.
that. No, that's
And
that,
they
you see,
approach. But you know how it is. It's not what you say, it's how you say it.
No.
But that's tricky because that's
Offense is
subjective.
inside. Offense is on the receiver side.
Oksala, it's there.
But
And
that's
if
subjective.
you're trying to put a point across to somebody and you
It's
know that
subjective. Offense
the
is
way you put
subjective.
stuff across offends people, then less people are going to be interacting and listening and wanting to engage because it's going to be like,
Zisto.
loads of it. You know what I'm
Zisto,
saying? I'm just saying.
If I walk into a room and say Happy Mother's Day and somebody starts crying because their mother died last week,
That's different.
it's not different.
That's
It's the same
completely
thing.
different.
It's the
But
same
he's saying
thing.
No one would take offense to that. They would just-
Yeah.
No, you don't know that.
you
If I
say-
walk
but if
into a
you
room,
say-
that I'm offended that you think everybody has a mother. That's what most people are doing in most situations, taking it to that what's happened versus what they're
Okay.
saying, and the offense that they're
Okay.
taking is that much. I walked into a room and say Happy Mother's Day. Somebody starts crying and say it's offensive that you think that we all have mothers. That's
that's
what I
extreme.
cry
What
about
happens if-
in various situations,
Yeah, okay.
not
I
that
ain't
one
never- I ain't never-
specifically.
okay, I
Yeah,
need a
but-
practice. I'm more practical.
So let's have a situation where you have an opinion, yeah, bro. And then I rebuttal and I say, "Hey, dog, you stupid." Wada.
Yeah.
And then you take offense. That's stupid. Like you saying
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. Excuse me. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because instead of just saying that's like it's a bit ill-informed, or there's no ways to say things for people to keep on engaging.
What about the stupid like makes you take offense?
No, it's words like "oh, you're a fool," or because I can say you're no.
But what about that
But
word?
what about it makes you
Somebody saying
take
it to
offense?
you.
Yeah.
What
I'm
happens?
trying to think. I'm trying to think if somebody said that. No one's ever said I was.
You're a fool. So then what?
Obviously, if you've done something foolish, you'll be like, "No, I'm not a fool. I made a mistake."
No, that's
You know, I
you're
don't
just
know.
sharing an opinion. Like
I'm
you're
trying
just
to
sharing an
think.
opinion. And I said, we still.
The thing is, if somebody is stupid and you call them stupid,
No,
they're
no.
gonna get
With-
offended.
with-
I think it would depend on whatever the person says next.
in
for
terms
you.
of
I think if
bitch,
the
like you
person,
stupid bitch.
but like they even said, okay, like you stupid bitch, right? Whatever. But if whatever they said was actually had weight, you
said
wouldn't
no one's
fight.
ever
You
called me
wouldn't be stuck
stupid.
on the stupid bitch.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
wouldn't be stuck on the stupid
but the
bitch.
thing is, nobody
So
would
then-
call me a stupid. No one's ever called me a stupid bitch in an argument or in a.
Stupid bitch.
Oh well, you just broke that. But because I don't know, I just not that I'm not stupid or I'm not a bitch, but I just don't relate to people in that way. Which must stupid
stupid
bitch.
bitch.
You understand? Because that just you don't.
But when but when we debate, like we crass in terms of how we.
Yeah, you
debate.
crass, but even you've never called me a stupid bitch, you know?
Yeah,
Stupid
but
bitch,
Oh,
but we wouldn't
stupid.
say I'm sure we say stupid.
there's a
that's
difference
me,
between
brah.
being like you see, the thing is with being harsh with your words and being blunt with them, whereas you don't take the other person's. Do you want to refill?
I hear what you please.
Where you don't take the other person's feelings into heart, because this is the truth. I don't care
I
how
hear
you
you.
feel about the truth, because that's the essential mean a lot of people have. Is like, people never say this about me in public.
The other part is that like, but the
There's
other
a
part
way,
is like,
bruh.
okay, wait.
No, there's no way.
But
There is, bruh.
You can't run around.
Where do you-
If somebody's a junkie and somebody's like, oh my gosh, I just want to stay in the house while you guys leave and go to the
but
shop when you all
actually-
want to go to the shop. I'm going to say, no, you fucking junkie. We don't trust you. Let's go.
Okay, and you would.
And then,
yeah.
why are we dancing around that thing where
Okay,
everybody's going,
that
no,
I
no,
understand
why?"
because you are a junkie
that-
and you,
But you know what it is though? It's where do you
don't know,
find
man.
the point of meaning within an interaction?
okay.
Do you find the point of meaning within an interaction at a where somebody is taking account of your feelings, for instance, for you to hear them, or do you find the point of meaning at what the actual interaction is, like the actual
like the message,
exchange?
because it's
because then it must mean that you see yourself at the level of the approach.
what does that mean? Break that down.
Like you see yourself at the level of how the meaning is packaged to you, like is presented to you, as opposed to the value of what the message actually.
Okay,
is.
so you're saying that if I take offense by how somebody says something, I am not listening the right way. Thank you so much.
I'm saying that like
I'm just
you're listening. Yes, like
Yeah.
I'm saying like you're listening. Your level of listening or your quality of listening depends on how this person is presenting this information to you.
and you know, I think that it's a lot to do with school, you know, because when you are talking to people, You understand? There's a way, and now I've lived in that my whole life. When I was in corporate and now I'm on radio, there's a certain way to get things out of people. There's a certain way to engage. And I read books about how to, like, Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. He talks about just like,
You
dude.
read books?
Yeah, dude. You see this motherfucker. You know, there's just if you want to get the best out of, I want to get the best out of people. I think that's the core thing. I don't want you to have an interaction with me and think, geez, she was cruel, she was mean, she was crash. Because I know that somewhere at the back of their minds, everybody wants to be important.
But do you think
important.
that they see you then?
Who?
Like
No.
those people, like, wait, but do you think if you have to change how you
I'm
say
not
something?
changing.
No, wait. Like if I'm saying, like,
I'm choosing.
Sure, but if somebody is saying, I'm only going to take you in at this level here that you portray yourself as, right? And so I'm saying how you package yourself to me.
Of course, because like professionalism also at the end of the day, and you can't, but you can't. The thing is, if I were to sit like this with everybody, geez, how many people would get to me? Because now everybody would be my friend, everybody would be able to say whatever the fuck, and it's like, no, babes.
There has to be some sort
No,
of
babes, I don't have that. I don't have that
relationship
energy or
easy.
a
time.
business relationship is
Yeah.
a very distant relationship. We're here to exchange
Yeah.
services.
Yeah, but it
of
doesn't have
some
to be
sort.
deep.
Eh?
I'm
No,
just saying,
yeah,
like, it doesn't have to be, like, it doesn't have to have, like, a format in terms of, like, communication. Like in production, there's no format of communication. The format is we doing this to get the job done. So there's no other filter in terms of what's being portrayed. And when you meet people, you meet them as people. Yeah, but it doesn't detract from the work. It doesn't add to the work or whatever the case is. Yeah, but it actually adds to the work. Yeah, but because it is about the work, right? And then you actually see how the person applies themselves to the work. As opposed to all the other stuff that they add.
You see,
on.
now the problem with a lot of workplaces in South Africa is that actually nobody's working. Nobody knows what their job title is.
I work.
Nobody. So then, sonke siyakokana, and we're here, and we all secretly don't know what anybody does because we all don't know the actual.
Because everyone's training in everything else.
Yes, and that you see somebody can come at me and be mad at work because abawazi umsebenzi wabo.
Yes, obviously.
Because
That happens
that's
all
the
time.
only thing you have when you don't know. Because otherwise, you're gonna take me to the policy book and say no.
Oh my.
No, for
We
real.
beat out.
No, for
Rubber,
real.
no doubt.
No, for like if you're disagreeing with me, every company has a way in which disagreements are sorted out.
Yeah, true.
So if you're getting mad and you telling me, Guti, you're a mean person, you're what,
Do you talk like that to people at work, bruh?
Yeah.
I've been sent to HR.
Like, Usila, bruh.
No, but it's
I once sent an email saying,
No way,
I said,
dude. And
you're
you
not
like
doing
that.
your job properly. Why? So, and then, because they were not doing their job properly. And here's a lot of things about people's jobs. You can Google most of them. You can Google what exactly the appoint in place in the company is to do. And then go read up in the company policy and it will tell you what it is really that they do. Maybe ask your supervisor. They'll tell you exactly what they do. Because
And then when you see that that's not being done.
yeah, but so now when we're in the business of making jelly babies and the jelly babies look like cows, somebody's job is not being done right.
But I still think I think it's not what you say, it's how you say it.
no, but like
you
that
can't get
detracts,
offended.
but that detracts from the actual thing that you're trying to say, because if the value structure starts at how you say something, right? Already you're expensing some sort of energy and some sort of thing in terms of focusing on how you're trying to say something, right?
But it's not how you're trying to say something.
or how you're saying something,
Yeah.
right?
Zisto.
Sharp in.
If I make you R1 million in a day and I call you a bitch for 12 hours,
Yeah.
would you not take R1 million in another 3 months from me? Exactly.
Because you know it's about the work.
it's
You wouldn't
about
be
the
offended by
money.
any.
Okay, I feel you. Okay, that's like a word. Okay, cool. I feel,
Exactly.
I
It's
feel
about
that.
the
So
word.
now,
But I still wouldn't be
when you
calling you
forget
an
to go to
English.
you signed a contract with HR, you're gonna be upset at the way I
I
say
just
things.
don't. Yeah, I hear what you're saying, and I've experienced that a lot at work, where people
You're
are
in
just
the
like
entertainment industry.
people just they just say
But
anything, and it's like dude, I'm just like okay,
But I'm saying
whatever.
if it
And
has sense, but if it has, ngiyakubona ukukhwela if it's umuntu is just emotional. Fuck that shit, yabo. Fuck that shit, yabo. That's
Yeah.
bullshit, yabo. I mean, I'm saying we're talking about something constructive here.
okay.
Ukukhwela kwami is not based on my emotion.
Yeah, no, I can take it if you say,
Yeah,
sister, you're doing this now.
Yeah.
Because you said to me the one time, you're like, it's an in-mode. I'm saying, I was like, dude, you don't know how much I'm working on that, you know? But he's saying that because, like, yo, bitch, it's time. You know what I'm saying?
'Cause
And
you're
I
spending
get
like
it.
5,000
I
rand on Ubers a
know,
month.
6. You know, so it wasn't
That was
no.
a crazy close estimate.
Yeah. So I was like, geez, you know, I could either take offense to get up or be like, you know,
But,
what,
like, really
this
think it,
nigga's
like,
like, yo,
6K, yeah,
bitch,
dog,
you know.
yeah.
So I understand what you're saying. It's I would, because it is about the bottom line, but you cannot take away with Kwanabantu, especially when you want people to do.
I'm not saying
things.
You know what, Zisto? You see, you chose to shut up and not tell me about your girl and keep it to yourself.
Yeah.
Other people, they're gonna choose to be upset that I've showed them. If you said the same thing to me, I'm like, I'm gonna tell you, fuck you. I've got a bicycle. I don't pay for petrol. I cycle to work 10 minutes a day.
Yeah.
I've got an answer for you.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna get upset at you projecting what I should age. I'm 30 and I should have a car, which I get it as well, you know. And then I go
I
through.
don't have time for that.
I go, it's fine. You think you would buy a car? I'm not gonna buy a car.
It's like
I'm
these are
glad.
your principles,
Yeah.
not mine. You don't know what the fuck. You don't know me, and
Yeah.
and I love that about life because it always answers. You know, tell me what's my mention. Just give it time.
Yeah.
Just give it time. Eventually, everything will be real. If you're just fucking around and you're just getting shut on in Dubai, it'll be revealed. If you're actually grinding, it'll be revealed.
You've been
If
waiting
you're
on that
actually a
one.
good person, it'll be revealed.
Yeah.
If you're just like
You
faking
missed
it,
that train, eh?
what?
Like that Dubai train.
Nee, bruh, who
If
is
it caught you when you were younger, then
Can I just say? I'm like, God didn't give me a big bump for a reason, bruh. There was a slippery slope.
yeah.
Somewhere there, anywhere there. And I know for a fact I would have gone to Dubai, bro.
Did you see those videos?
You know when you,
Did
the
you see
thing,
those videos?
you know what the mentality of amantobazane athanda izinto.
Yeah.
They think it was they can't make the money themselves. You know what I mean?
Like
And-
this is the only way.
dude.
No, but somebody good. They're gonna get everything through looks, though. That's why.
I was asked.
That's what I'm saying
okay,
to
Mina,
you. It's like,
when
and that's the
I'm posing a
mentality.
question,
Being
eh?
pretty,
Say about it.
being pretty is hectic.
Can you really do it? Okay, can
Pretty
privilege.
Well, I should be on.
Yes, I mean, if are you really just doing it only for the cash? Like
Well, I
this is
don't
something
know.
that you
They're
would
doing it for
never
them.
ever do.
They're doing it for the lifestyle.
But I'm saying, Uti, like, okay, like, so like sexually, so this is something that it doesn't even interest you at all.
What, the person? No.
No, I'm
yeah.
just saying like the act.
My nigga, amantobazane can, dude, girls can do the most, you know.
Just
and
for cash.
you know,
dog.
and maybe some of them are legitimate cash. They have to pay for school fee or whatever, you know.
So it's not like you're doing something at least you like,
Well, I'm
maybe.
trying
I don't think
But maybe
think
quite a
more than
bunch of cute.
2%. And this is just my.
Do you think
guess.
like they like being shot on in the mouth? You think they like that?
No, but when you know you're gonna get, like, remember, I'm gonna call you bitch for 12 hours. And you're
Wait,
gonna
are
get a
you?
minute.
Are you?
Ah,
wait,
bitch,
but
bitch,
wait,
call you
but-
bitch, no,
but Connor,
Hey, some girls,
But
some
there's a
girls,
chick that may like that.
some no, wait, no.
Are you
some
saying there's
girls
no
are
girl
that
that
poor, dog. Some girls are that poor, dog,
And that pretty.
and that pretty.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but are you saying that like they don't like that?
No, she
I'm
kakal
not.
mlomeni. Yes,
He's like, no, I'm not. No, I'm just saying. You're
Nah,
saying that they don't-
my nigga. I've never done it. I would never do it. But I'm just saying, they.
You say that
So there
now.
are
No,
certain things
I
that
don't
you've
get
said
it,
you've never
guys.
done.
Bezos.
Zisto.
I don't get it,
Zisto.
guys.
Zisto.
Elon Musk.
Guys. I
Like,
would
are you saying
Same.
on no level whatsoever? So all of them on no level whatsoever. There's no girl who's like there. Like
I don't know.
it's I'm falling into it.
I got this.
just because maybe
5
it's
minutes
mine.
later, I'm a
No,
millionaire. Maybe.
I
Like,
think
it's
I think there's a
intriguing.
girl who's like, so what? They're gonna shit on me. I don't have to work for 2 years.
Really?
I'm pretty sure there's one person who's thinking
and
like
the thing is, I've ridden the slippery slope of
Almost
those girls
getting there.
because I was friends with them, but I was very skinny.
What were they doing back then?
Or it's like if it's
I know, Shem. I would go to these parties and I'd be the last one to get picked, and yeah, and I just have to
And
take
you
a
try, hey?
cab.
Yo.
And those also, I'm just like, I don't like.
Facts, dog.
I'm like, none of these niggas is
Do you
cute.
see them,
What's
do you
going
see them
on?
go from,
I'm just
okay,
like,
girl, I'm about to go now. I've got.
back man, Mkhabela.
But mama.
I'm like, what was I'm going? Whatever. I don't
But
know.
do they tell you the stories like how
Of
it
course,
really
no,
goes down?
no.
But
And
you can see this.
I get-
Wazam Ghani is kind of nervous.
But you know, that's why it's very important to you must just always have your money as a girl. I don't
live.
care. Yeah, Jamie, to pay your bill.
Is that one of been your rules your whole life?
No, that's been my rule my whole life because I've always been working. I think I started working when I was 17, you know. So I was just like,
I dub it, call.
I got the you know, while I was studying, I'm working. While I'm studying, I'm working because I just like taking care of myself. You know, it's not nice to ask from people. And then
No, my products. How much do you spend on face products?
My products are kanjani?
Like creamy.
Bona just my products amaningi.
Because you're a girl. One, I had my girlfriend and her sister here, and my whole basin was full with products. You're game. I couldn't even take my fucking toothbrush. Kona, I'm a water extract, lana. Kona, I'm a cream. That's a cream. That's a mini.
By the time you must have 42, I got Zisto.
Why does this age offend you guys?
No, it does not. For me, can I tell you something?
Do you have creams though?
Eh?
Do you have like shitloads of creams?
Everything.
Yeah.
Do you have white? Do you have
I
white?
even go for a massage.
Do you have white hair?
Tell the truth.
Do you dye?
Do you
Where?
dye your hair?
Your hair.
No. I don't.
Idiots. You are fucking idiot.
I don't have white hair.
You don't dye your hair. You do dye hair. Why are you looking up in this guy?
Because my hair is purple right now, so I do dye my hair. But I don't dye it because it's grey.
Because it's
There's
gray.
nothing wrong with having grey hair.
No, but I
Okay,
don't.
okay. So
Who's
when you
got a
have
grey
gray
hair?
hair, will you keep it? When you have gray hair,
It depends.
She's gonna look like Storm.
Dwana.
It depends.
On
It
what?
depends.
On the
I
helipad.
don't know. Huh? I might just have short hair, but like those buzz cut ladies. I like that anyway.
The best cat. In Bungul.
No, the buzz cut
You
like
never
this
had
time.
Bungul.
Because I've got a scar on my head.
What
I
happened?
was in a car accident.
Oh my gosh, were you driving?
I wasn't. That's why I was so scared to drive for so long.
Did you think outside?
Hmm?
Did it roll?
Broke my arm. It was really hectic.
So, when you're in Joburg in the winter, your arm gets sore.
How old are you?
Whatever.
Open
No,
up.
only when I come from the only when I do
Open
the
up.
only when I do the Chenkotlem.
Amnesia.
Guys, like I've lived, hey? I have lived.
I just want to ask you something from social media. Did you see
on social media.
Yeah.
it's
Did you
not-
see?
I was Zisto Christian.
Oh my gosh. Do you see the thing about the middle income people?
15K and 40K. 5
5
days gone.
Eh?
What's in my 5 days gone?
Yeah, 65% of it is spent on debt. How do you feel about that? What's your opinion?
What?
Okay, wait. Let me show you. So it was a thing, the tweet I showed you earlier, where it was somebody was like, my favorite content is South Africans not knowing that 180,000 per annum is middle income in South Africa.
Jeez.
Yeah, boy. Middle class in South Africa with youth unemployment at 66.5% and minimum wage is at 42,000 per annum.
What is that?
Per annum per year.
What's that?
Per year.
Inlay.
That's average salary. Well, the minimum wage is people earn 42,000 rand a year.
Really? That's minimum wage?
That's minimum wage. That's
Damn.
42,000 rand a year.
Okay, how much y'all earning?
Oh.
We broke. We have
broke.
nothing.
We like
We're
unemployed.
95ers.
Really?
Yeah, Slu's unemployed.
Like, what you mean?
You know, black tax.
Black tags.
You know.
Oh,
we
please. Black
earn-
tax ganjan. Oh, wait.
Yeah.
Black tax ganjan.
How?
I
So
really
black
know.
tax guy no Slu.
Yeah, I got again black tax. Like, that's like responsibilities. There's a difference.
But we're
Extended black
just nowhere in like top. Maybe we're top 10% because you know
Yeah.
we're normal.
Yeah.
So,
That sounds
what do
horrible.
I
Not
think about
normal.
what?
Normals are horrible. So,
So what do I think about what?
ah,
So what do I think about what?
what do you think about that? Like people like finding out. Like, did you know that that's middle income is 180,000? How much is 180,000?
Per month?
I want to see per month.
It's like
I'll tell
under
you.
20, wouldn't it be? Because
100
20 would be
I'll tell you.
240.
12, 15.
Yeah.
15K
Yeah,
a month
nice.
is like that like that's actually
Yo, that's
yo.
low.
Yo, that's 100. That's at 180. Okay, that's 15K. That's like so maybe like entry level cop. You know, good
15K,
administrative job.
I would
Well,
never buy a car if I. Okay, no ways, dude.
and then 42,500 is 3.5 a month.
Yeah, that's like majority.
And you know, there's a stat that
it makes
says
sense though.
there's a stat that said I think about 80% of South Africans make less than 8,000 rand a month.
That makes sense. Have you seen our demographics guys send us hamba KZN yonke? You understand? Things KZN. And you can see the poverty and then you look at the news.
No, somebody
And then you can just see and get on top of that abantu abasebenzi. So
Somebody
anyway,
said we drive to all of these fancy holiday places, and what do we see on our way there?
Cape Town that has its India.
I'll keep some figure in the airport.
India, udlula ama slums, most place it's terrible. It's
How would you
terrible.
fix it?
In there.
No.
No, the real fix.
Lucky.
No, the real
Just fix yourself.
The real fix,
And
the
your
real fix
family.
at a large level, big data wise, is wealth distribution, and whether you do that through jobs, or you do that through funds, whether you do that through grants, it's wealth distribution.
But then they're doing grants and
no.
what type of grants are you talking about?
I'm talking about in England. Your grants can pretty much get you mhlambe indawo embilo,
A grant, like a financial grant
like
that
a
they
financial
give you.
grant from the government.
But why is that so? Because obviously it's a first world
maybe,
country.
but you can get a decent place, especially as like as umlungu. So Lana, this is a black government, and the normal average everyday black South African doesn't have dignity.
And that's what they're stripping. Exactly.
And dignity is just being able to provide for your family.
Yileyo nto nje badila nayo, but you don't have dignity.
So when 66% of the kids aren't working, that's two kids. That's two in it. What's 3 and 2? What fuck it? Do the maths. You're the accountant. Yeah, 2 and 3. 2 and 3 homes in J. Abantu abasebenzi ingane zakhona.
Ngiyachazela nje, but they don't have dignity. And it's funny you said that word because that is everything. And ungakwazi bese nokuthi uzithengele. Besides ukudla
But who
nje.
does it lie on?
It lies. It's a bit. Look, we're society, so there's
Yeah.
individuals in society. There's a
Kodwa
government.
nje.
There's individuals in government. So between the two of these structures, something needs to give. And
But
when
also,
government
guys-
is failing, then we have to look at ourselves as individuals.
Exactly,
in
but also,
society.
guys, that's why it's important lento push lento kuba an entrepreneur or to employ other people and create things because we can all create. You know what I'm saying?
No,
it's just
but then people are going
no.
to tell you that we're not all entrepreneurs. Some of us want to
Yeah,
get given money
but
at the end
and
of
that's
the
what I
month.
mean. Now, Mbuzuguti, what's the solution? For me, that would be the solution. However, Leo solution gege isebenzi because of abantu bathi, you know what I'm saying? And that's the thing. So if
And we're not saying go out and make a McDonald's. We're saying, okay, you have a job.
other
Find
first world,
something else to sell after work.
I'm first world countries. Ngendlela, I mean, you can have 2-3 jobs.
People
nigga.
in America have 2-3
Because
jobs.
there's
dog.
businesses for days, pure Walmart, nan. So if you look at that, that is how to fix it. To have big businesses. Jani, we don't get funded. ABC, we don't even know what the fuck we're doing when you open business. They crash within 2-3 years. Kuningi, kuningi, and and I don't know who's gonna teach these people that. I don't know.
No, again, there's,
And enthuse
there's
that.
governments and there's individuals in government.
Government.
So until the individuals in government say, hey, I'm here to help my people in society that I go home to, my family.
Yeah.
And their friends and family. Until the individuals in governments understand that they're that. And then on the other side, us as people in society, then say, these people aren't doing the job. What can we do for ourselves?
Yeah.
Because it's not just Silo, it's not just Zisto that's
course.
bad. It's a bunch of people in Durban. So we're not coming together to fix it. So we can't do it by ourselves.
You know what the sad thing is? You have a bunch of black doctors wanting to open a hospital or doing something conglomeratively. Red tape. Then you have to sign with the board of this and get a license there.
No, but that thing is easy. No, but that thing is easy.
What?
So in us saying me and you, Zisto, we're going to fix all the problems that we think should be solved in Durban, we're going to start. We're
Okay.
going to fail at a bunch of it. But what we can do is learn every time we get blocked, put it back into our system so that when we die, because we're going to die, somebody else can come in and carry on what we did. So at least the least we can do is build a system to start it.
And
Because
what
apartheid
system is
wasn't
that?
killed over there. It was just energy and energy and energy till
But also
the
there's a
other people were like,
plan.
fuck it. I think we need to get
But
out
there was also
and
a
do.
solid plan to create a system that did not cater for anybody but Abantu from this place of the world and this place of the world because there was a caucus. You understand? So it wasn't even energy. It was just coming together, a good plan and stripping people of their dignity. Stripping them. It's just that's what it is. And
I think stripping people of a
then
dignity
you
is a
should say-
symptom of the way of what they wanted.
I think that was the intention.
Not necessarily.
I think that was the
it's
intention.
It's a symptom.
How do you
because
take? How do I come into your house, take your things, and
It's
then
not
live
a house.
here?
It's a country. It's land.
Sengasho phela. Sengasho. Your house, your home. Yeah. Githi, okay, when uzohlala le kamera leli. Abanye bazohlala, other people get houses, abanye bathola ama main bedroom, but in all the houses, you don't have the rules. In fact, you now go you what's this thing? You turning on abanye abantu abamnyama abafana now ngoba uyi double bed wena. And then because it's like no mini family I'm double bed nokuthi it was just very very insidious.
The problem is
It was very insidious.
I think the biggest problem is that the ilogish is one of the best things invented by all colonizers. Put them in a box, a house.
Put a tavern here.
In a squashed house.
Take the man.
They're gonna get irritated at so okay, well pop up.
Yeah, pop.
There's informal passes with graffiti on it. But okay, so anyway, it gets so bad at like 3 o'clock when the mamas and everybody are going home that you get stuffed in like a fucking sardine. Like you get pushed into place, yeah, boy. And essentially, you're gonna be irritated versus umuntu who has a backyard outside. Yeah, boy. And Durban is better. Hambe Kylie, Hambe Alex. Yeah, boy. Then you really see what we're really talking about because that's a lived reality for a lot of South Africans. It's like, yo, like
I was actually
next door, I can hear the neighbors have sex, dog.
Listen. This is, I don't know how this is going to go down, but I was having a conversation with Wootsie. When are we going and I'm maybe speaking from a point of, guys, but I'm just going to say it.
Conversation. We have to be allowed conversation.
When are we going to have the conversation with Wootsie? Why do poor people keep giving birth, guys?
It's an education thing. It's
but
directly linked to education.
For me, it's like, why is the government giving them? I'm not saying you must force people to take birth control. I'm not saying that. But like,
I guess for me, the whole conversation looks to the government.
So I can afford to have another child, but I'm like, okay, it has to, like, it's an education thing.
It's an educated countries have less babies.
I see the problem.
Like where most people are educated, there's a decline of the amount of babies.
We have the sardining situation, and it's like, okay, benu 3, ni right. Say no, it's just.
But I don't work.
I'm multiplying my own problem.
I don't work when I have 100 rand.
I'm so stressed
I
about that.
Forget about my problems
I'm so
that I
stressed
don't
about
work.
That for us.
And I'm gonna have a beer. And when I have a beer, I'm a human.
I'm
and
so
I want to have sex.
About that. I'm so stressed about that because these kids are dying because they aren't eating, bruh. How can a kid in South Africa die of malnutrition? Yo,
because
guys.
the parents are broke.
It's just, I hate it.
And here's the thing. This happens in every country, Zisto.
But I mean,
in South Africa, it's large and you can look at it in the face almost every day.
Every day.
But do you really think it's government's problem?
That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying
any of these things government's
I
problems.
just don't know. We are the problem.
No, but the problem, the biggest flaw about it being government's problem is that we put governments into power.
But that's what I'm saying is that, like, for me, it's like, I look at it as like every solution or something has a government involved. In
a position that is supposed to be a leadership position. You know what I mean?
But if you look at the apartheid government, did change come from them or did it come from the people?
No, I like when you really look at it. I think it's a bit of everything. Really, it's it's people getting bombed, bro, while they're in parliaments at work. It's people. It's international countries still living. Hey, our population is like we gotta shut you guys down.
I mean, my baby, so it's about and all of that. Because it's like, wow.
Yeah.
But that's
when you think you're free and you're like, ooh, I can be a radio presenter.
They didn't pay us. They paid us 4 times or how many times less than the people who are doing similar jobs or whatever, and just sticking a bunch of people in.
But they're still doing it.
No, wait. I'm getting it. There was a common understanding that men, and no matter what class they are in, are going to want to provide for their family. And if you take that away, we have problems. Obviously, they had a larger problem of we can't do whatever the fuck we want. But just to make it last longer, they made that. So, unfortunately, now there's people in government that don't care
But
about
then,
abantu abamnyama,
okay,
abantu abamnyama.
ima. So it's like, okay, the family's important, but then they take the man, mama gold. You understand? For me, it's like, how do you say the family important, then you take the most important part of the family? When you never left your wife.
Yeah, but then
Know what I'm saying?
again,
That's just the
society's
work
made
at
from
the time.
individuals.
But that's
Society's made
that's
from
just-
individuals, and some individuals make bad
That's
decisions.
just the work at the time. Sometimes there's only mining jobs or what jobs. There's no mines everywhere.
Yeah.
There's any. So
Call
that's the
centers. Call
economics
centers
of
are the
time.
new mines.
But who's
Yeah.
responsible? Yeah.
Dude, that's some deep shit.
Call centers are the new mines.
They are, bro. Go down there all day. How
Own
oppressive.
family there.
How oppressive. Yeah, you gotta work husband,
I was
work
with,
wife.
I was with Tulungelo Mans, and he's a musician,
like you
and
said,
he worked
DJ
at the
guys.
call center, and I was just like, "Come on, bro!" Like, I was like, "How was it?" And he absolutely hated it.
Yeah, I
Like,
know.
dog, it was a culture shock. I was seeing people there not making money, having babies there, and it's like, it's
Frustrates me that.
and
But
we're- it's just
frustrates me.
He was just like saying, "It's so shocking to see."
It's so frustrating though, and it's a culture thing, brah.
no, it's
That they've
not-
created.
I was reading a book called
Young
Outliers.
stress, I learned. Young stress because I've seen it with people I know, people I've grown up with, people, and it's just like, why would you do that to your life, babe?
I was reading a book called Outliers, and I really thought it was a black thing. But if you really look at it, really look at it,
okay.
really,
Tell me
really
more.
look at it, it's an economic thing. Because go look at all the people who have had enough money to buy everything they want, and then so say, no, this is not everything. My life's not materialistic. I care about my kids and my family. Anybody who has gone through that process lives a certain way. They look after their kids. Like you know that life is not about fucking champagne and bottles. And you make sure that your kid gets at least the needs of a kid.
Yeah.
Well,
She ain't getting more than that because child.
Exactly.
She gonna get spoiled.
But Nakona, you've gotten to a point where you know that a fancy car ain't gonna do nothing for you. A
Yeah.
fancy what ain't gonna do material things. There's a fucking kid that's hungry at the end of the month.
Dude,
And,
and I'm out here just like, yeah.
yeah. So some people just don't get to that point.
Yeah, of
and
course.
That's
And that's
if
them.
you don't get to that point, then you never get to a point where you look at your life and make the needed adjustments to adjust your life.
Well, they will. They'll go to Dubai. They're like, I like things.
Some
And I'm
people
running out of
have
money.
near-death
So let me go to Dubai.
Can't wait time that I do to buy.
Yeah, but you see,
What's up, is not Leon.
I can say 50% of those girls went to Dubai, got shut on, and came back and changed their life. Or when you 50% was like, that was easy money.
$50.
I 50. I guys in Nigeria. When I go to the
I mean,
I mean, there's a large percentage of them. Like, they'll only go back if they have to.
mina ngixaka lento ngile mhlawumbe mhlawumbe Dubai ngiyicwaninga
uyibheke
ngoba ngiyi-understand ngihlala nama-girls ngibabuza ukuthi because ngempela mhlawumbe they just
I don't know. I
vibes.
think we've
I
also been
get it.
sold the idea of what a vacation should be. Like, when you really look at a vacation, it's a place away from your home, and that has everything you want to do in terms
love
of food and
vacations.
everything. So
So this is a
wherever-
vacation.
Huh? That's a vacation.
This
So you
one.
can do
Oh,
it
it's
at a
away
home.
from
because
home.
you're doing the same thing.
And there's food.
If you're in France, you'd be doing the same thing.
Exactly.
Well, no.
Yes, you'd be eating,
I'll be having
and then maybe
baguette, but a baguette. There's no
Oh, okay, you'd
baguette,
be
yeah.
eating a different
Baguette.
thing.
And the
I
brown
once
onion
had a
soup.
croissant at France at 6 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah,
after
but now-
partying. Oh my gosh,
Yeah,
that's
but
the
now-
best thing I ever
So
had.
it's not the same.
I mean, yeah, it's not the same.
Thank you.
Boston makes a very good croissant. The Boston
Yeah.
coffee, they make an amazing.
I'll wait
croissant.
for France.
This nigga thing.
Haven't you been? When you've been out the country
No,
recently?
but I
I
haven't been
will
to
worship it to
France.
Paris.
Oh my gosh. Let's close it up. RadioDR.co.za, deeplyrooted.world.
And Zistolive.
Is he still going to Dubai?
Sister, people know who you are. We're gonna tag you anyway.
Eh?
People know who you are. You're famous. Sister from Kakasi.
I'm
FM.
not famous, dude. I'm just a public figure.
You did deep access, bro.
I'm babes before.
Hey, you deep access.
I miss that shit.
No, but you don't want
When
to
you were
party.
still young.
Define this
Kata, you know, Zisto was always late. Zisto was always late. to
Bye-bye,
every party.
guys.
Bye. Spongile, Zisto, that you finally came. Spong, next time, so charity cost me.
No, next time we'll come to my jet. Let's just anyway, guys.
You wanna
Who's
charter
another?
out the jet.
Uzobamba umuntu abala.
Who's that?
Oh my gosh, it's on that bombshell. Bye.